Welcome back to Masterpiece Minute at Virtual SDMA. This is your host, Anita Feldman, Deputy Director for Curatorial Affairs and Education at the San Diego Museum of Art. Drop in the first Friday of each month at 10 a.m. to pick up a new mini-talk led by the SDMA curators and special guests spotlighting works of art from the museum's collection. This month's focus is Reclining Figure Arch Leg, a large bronze sculpture by Henry Moore that can be seen in the museum's sculpture garden. Moore is most well known for his large outdoor sculptures such as this one, yet he developed his ideas with small plaster maquettes, and fewer than 10% of his sculptures were enlarged beyond the size of his hand. No matter how abstract his sculptures appear, they are based on acute observations of nature. Moore's collection of found objects included stones, animal bones and skulls, internal coils of seashells, driftwood, and twisted roots. He referred to his maquette studio as his library of natural forms. Here Moore has taken plaster impressions directly from flint stones he found in the sheep fields of his rural Hertfordshire home. His plaster maquettes were then enlarged and textured with a variety of carving tools. These included fine dental tools, chisels, and a cheese grater, before sending to a foundry in Berlin to be cast in bronze. The reclining figure was one of Moore's most important themes. He created thousands of variations in sculptures, graphics, and drawings. For him, it provided an endless template for exploring the human form. These began in the 1920s with his studies of a pre-Columbian chacmul discovered at Chichen Itza. The pose of the Toltec stone carving, with knees raised and head turned to its side, is echoed even in this much later bronze. Reclining Figure Arch Leg belongs to a series of 2- and 3-piece sculptures Moore created to explore the interdependent relationship between figure and landscape. One of his most famous sculptures from this series is the reclining figure in a reflecting pool at the Lincoln Center for Performing Arts in New York City. By separating the parts of the figure, they begin to resemble great sea cliffs or mountain chasms. His first sculpture in this series was sited in the windswept hills of Glenkiln in Scotland. Moore had begun siting his work there as early as 1951, where it could be encountered from varying distances, with the dramatic skies and landscape appearing through the apertures of the bronze, uniting humanity with the natural world. This was a radical departure, as Western public sculpture had previously been almost exclusively devoted to subjects of political, mythological, or religious monuments. Despite Moore's dedication to nature, increasingly his larger works found homes in urban cities. He therefore attempted to reconcile the rugged organic shapes with modern architecture and experimented with bold forms where the figure is more minimal and reduced to its essential core. Moore made another version of this sculpture, just of the arch end, carved from smooth black marble. The other bronze casts of this sculpture can be found worldwide in the Hakone Open Air Museum in Japan, the Henry Moore Foundation in Hertfordshire, the Tehran Museum of Contemporary Art in Iran, the Musée Colossal Barado in Lisbon, and the Musée d'Art et Histoire in Geneva. Thank you for listening. This has been Anita on Masterpiece Minute at Virtual SDMA.